Hello. Hello, friends. I am Alex, and I have MS. Today was my first infusion day, my first treatment day. I have been put on Ocrevus, so this vlog, I'll show you clips from like yesterday and the infusion today, and I'll tell you everything that happened, and that way, if I could at least make one person feel less anxious about what they are also going through, or if you guys are just curious and want to learn more, then I can do that too, I hope. Hello. I have my first Ocrevus infusion in the morning. So if I do decide to make a video and post it, I guess I'll put this clip in. Right now I'm feeling pretty anxious. I have been awake for almost 24 hours because I can't sleep. I'm nervous for the infusion. I know it's gonna go fine. Like most common side effect is allergic reaction, which I think standard protocol is just to give Benadryl via an IV to start anyway, so I should be fine. And yeah, I have a little bag packed for tomorrow because it's supposed to take like 5 or 6 hours. It's just a half-dose infusion tomorrow because it's my first one. So I have a backpack with like a tablet, charger, headphones, jacket, snacks, and flavored drinks, and then like a flavored sour hard candy in case the medicine gives me a weird taste in my mouth. So thank you to the MS subreddit who has basically taught me everything that I know. You guys are wonderful. Yeah, see you in the morning, I guess. Okay, bye. Happy infusion day. Good morning. Hello. Infusion went well. Well, I had an allergic reaction, but it was totally fine. And now, babe and I are going to eat. Home now. Home with the kitties. First infusion day was great. I really trust the people that are helping me, the medical team. They're really great. So Ocrevus in general is a drug used for MS. It is a B-cell depleter. So it would target my adaptive immune system and kill off the B cells, which, unfortunate, but that's also what's eating my central nervous system. So helpful, but you know, there's risk to everything, and that is what my neurologist and I have chosen for me and my case. I live in the US, and insurance companies don't like to pay for it because it is very expensive, but it's definitely one of the top tier medications for MS that is available today. And you know, who knows, it may change in a few years and then it will no longer be, but right now it is. When you get it, it is in general, it's an infusion, so you have to go to like an infusion center, hospital, wherever you can sit with an IV line in you 4 hours at a time. You have to do it every 6 months. The infusion itself every 6 months usually lasts about 12 hours. You have to do like pre-meds, the actual infusion itself, and then you have to be monitored for at least an hour after. So it takes a little bit of time. Like you definitely have to block off a whole day. So today, because it's my first one, they give the first full dose and 2 half doses 2 weeks apart. Did I say that right? So today I did my first dose. It was supposed to be, well, half dose. It was supposed to take about 5 hours. The infusion center itself, super great. I feel like I got very lucky with my medical team in general, like anyone who has touched any sort of medical thing that I've had the last few months. They've all been really amazing. So I've been very lucky. The infusion nurse that I had, her name was Kimberly, and she is such an angel. Like this time around, so when I did steroids, I had to do IV steroids and for 3 days in a row. And she was my infusion nurse then too. And normally they put it here. But today, like that one only took, I want to say like an hour tops from beginning to end. But because this one today, I was there from 9 a.m. to almost 3, they put it, or she put it in my arm. So that way I could still like move freely and it wouldn't hurt like if I had to bend my arm or anything. Not that it would have anyway, but it's just a really long time to be sitting there with an IV in you. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. Oh, I had to go to National Infusion Center. So what that looks like, it's a little medical office, like one of those suites that's in a bigger building on a hospital campus. And once you go through the doors to the actual infusion area, it's just a room full of recliners. So if you've ever seen like a chemo room, it's just a room full of recliners and everyone's hooked up to an IV. So that is precisely what I expected, and that is what I got. I got to sit in this recliner and they hooked me up. I had packed, like I knew it was going to take a really long time, so I packed my phone, my tablet, breakfast, lunch. No, I forgot breakfast. Snacks, lunch, and 2 different drinks. One was like a hydrating electrolyte drink, and the other one was water. Oh no, 3. I had a peach tea also that I packed. Sorry, my nose is itchy now that I'm back in the house with the cats. I'm not sick. Once I sat in my recliner, Kimberly hooked me up to the IV for Ocrevus. I knew going into it that I would probably have something, like not pain, but maybe like itching, hives, something like that. Maybe an upset stomach. I saw that a lot on the subreddit different posts. Oh, my septum was crooked. Should I re-record that? No, I'm too lazy. Oh, so because the main side effect that people experience is an allergic reaction, they do what Kimberly called pre-meds. I've never heard that phrase before. I'm not in the medical community. I'm just saying what she said. She had me take 2 Tylenols, just like the tablets, normal tablets that you can get over the counter. And then they also pushed IV Benadryl, 25 milligrams. And then I waited, I think like 30-40 minutes before they started the actual medication to lessen the side effects or reduce the chances of me experiencing a side effect. Because it's your first time, they start you at a really low, I don't know what they call it, drip rate, infusion rate, whatever they call it. They start you off low and they work you up. So today, when they started me off at 45, like everything was fine. I went to, did I start at 45 or 15? Because it's every half an hour. Anyway, at the 90-minute mark, I believe they bumped me up to 90 milliliters an hour, that rate. And I want to say within like less than a minute, I was like, man, my chest kind of feels heavy. And then a few minutes later, my ear started itching, but I got it pierced like a month ago. So I was like, maybe I just didn't clean it well enough this morning or something. So I was trying to leave it alone. But then my other ear started itching really bad. And then they both like over my whole entire ear. I was like, okay, something isn't right. And I was eating a sandwich. It was like 11:30 at this point. I was eating a sandwich and it felt like something was caught in my throat. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I'm just dehydrated. I don't know. So I tried to drink some water and like the feeling didn't go away in my throat. And I was like, I think this is an allergic reaction. I think this is what it is. It's like the beginning throes. But then I saw that my infusion nurse, Kimberly, was getting ready to like go have a really quick lunch. And I was like, I have to tell her now. I mean, there's other people on staff, obviously, but like I wanted Kimberly. So I just like took the little IV thing and I went up there and I was like, hey, I'm getting really itchy and my throat feels weird. Like it feels like there's like something in it. So disclaimer, I've never had an allergic reaction. I've never experienced anaphylaxis before. And it turns out that that is what it is. And it was happening very quickly. So she told me to go sit back down in the chair and she did everything so fast, but she was like so calm the whole time. I guess the nurse that is training under her or with her or is new, I'm not sure. Kimberly had her come over and she was like telling her what to do. Again, this is like very fast and she was literally inches away from this person. So like nothing would have happened to me. They immediately discontinued or they turned off the drip and she was like, do you feel better? And I was like, throat's getting worse. So then the poor nurse that was helping her, I think like she was so nervous. She couldn't get it was like a syringe that they just attached. Like the IV line had a split. It had one going to the bag, and then it had a branch off of it that was just like clipped with a thing, like a cap on the end in case they needed to administer anything else, and turns out they did. So that's the one that they use, like the little branch. They pushed, what was the first thing? Solumedrol, which is a steroid. That's the one that I had the 3-day infusion for, so I know like my body's fine with that. I didn't get like any side effects from it, but they did that for an anti-inflammatory. And then they pushed Benadryl and Pepsid, and I want to say it took a few seconds, but the poor nurse was so, I think she was so nervous or something, like her hands were shaking, and I felt so bad. And then she like ran and got a portable oxygen tank. They were being so sweet, and they were checking on me a lot and asking me if I felt better. And Kimberly was like just standing there at my chair, like, are you okay? Do you feel better? Are the symptoms going away? And you could just tell she was like genuinely concerned because she cares about people, I think. They had me keep my mask lowered for a few minutes just to make sure that like my lips weren't turning blue. I also had hives on the right side of my face, so they wanted to see if like everything was going away. And like within, I want to say 30 seconds to a minute, I already felt relief. So then they waited another 15 minutes. They started me back on the drip, the Ocrevus drip. They started me at 45 milliliters per hour, like the low rate. And then she did 60, and I did fine with 60. And she did this every, I don't remember, I want to say 15 minutes, but I don't remember. And then she bumped it up to 90, and she was just kind of like watching me. She was like, this is the 90. Are you okay? But the 90 felt fine. So then after a little bit, I think she went up 2 more times. 120, I did 120, that was fine. And then she bumped it up to the highest. And I think it's like 180 or 200 or something is the highest. I can't remember now. But that only lasted a few minutes. But that high rate, it started giving me the like chest tightening feeling and like the throat tightening feeling. So I was like, ugh. And right when I was about to tell her, the thing beeped. It was out of medicine. So when she switched me over to fluids, I was just like monitoring, but it went away. Like I knew that I could have an allergic reaction. I just didn't realize that like my throat was literally closing or couldn't close. I thought it was just like, oh, I'm gonna have some itchies. So after the infusion was done, it finished up around like 1:45 or something, somewhere around in there, between 1:45 and 2. They put you on IV fluids. I don't know if that's standard or it was just because, man, my freaking nose rings today. I know that they have to monitor you for an hour afterwards just to make sure you're not having an allergic reaction. But they put me on an IV bag also during that hour, and I was totally fine. I ate a couple little peach Jolly Rancher hard candies, which I didn't even know that they had that flavor. Very good. And then texted Alex to come get me because he went home. This was a few hours ago. Like, I feel fine. I don't feel like I have had anything done, which I guess is good. They said that I might feel like I have the flu tomorrow and maybe lasting 2-3 days or just like general fatigue. So we'll see. But right now I feel really good. So I go back in 2 weeks for my other dose. It should take about the same amount of time. I don't even know if they're gonna start the drip at like a different rate. I don't know how that works, but after I have the second dose, I can tell you guys. And then after that, I start going every 6 months. Me personally, so far, I've really, really lucked out. Like, that's all I have.
Well, hello friends. I completely forgot to update you guys the day after infusion and 2 days after infusion. So today is Saturday. I had my infusion on Wednesday. The day after felt completely fine. I was a little bit sleepy in the middle of the afternoon. They told me fatigue was normal. That was Thursday. Friday, yesterday, I got like severe stomach cramps or just like stomach pain in general around like 2 p.m. Okay, my husband got a Toblerone bar, a chocolate, Toblerone chocolate. I'd never had one before. I do not currently consume dairy on the regular, so I decided to still have a piece because I was like, you know what, fuck it, I want to try it, so I'm gonna try it. And then like 20-30 minutes later, I had severe stomach cramps, and they didn't go away until I was like in the middle of sleeping, but that was really it. Symptoms today, I was a little bit tired, like mid-afternoon today. I haven't made dinner yet, but I'm feeling like soup, even though it's like 85 degrees outside. What else can I tell you guys? Other than having something that's eating my brain and my spinal cord, I feel like I'm in good spirits. I hope that I can make the MS diagnosis approachable, understandable, and less scary and unknown. And I'm not gonna say that like every vlog is gonna be like cheery and excited, but I just feel like this is me right now because it was my first treatment week, and I am just so incredibly grateful that it's even possible for me to get treatment. Tell me what you want to see, and you can find me on Instagram. I will link it below. Thanks for watching. I don't know how to end these, so bye.